I'm unmuted.
Yes.
I want to say hello to everybody. Thank you all for coming again. Yes, again, Gene. Okay, ready? Are we ready? Okay, ready? Can I ask you a question? How do we know when that's on and not?
It's on.
No, but how do you know?
I know.
I
Gives you the light.
Actually, I don't know.
Was it on?
There
when
is
you
a
were
little
not
blue
here?
light over here, but that might just be the power.
Yeah, was
indication.
it on when you were not here?
No. No.
Wow. Okay, good evening. Yeah. Good evening. Welcome to our December 9th, 2025 planning board meeting, which is the last planning board meeting for the year of 2025. Okay. Can I get a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll make a motion.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you what it is. I know we want to get out of here.
Yeah,
And we will. Open the public hearing for 70-72 North Fifth Street. Okay. Oh,
I'll make a motion.
And I'll second it.
all in favor?
Uh,
Okay. 7-72 North Fifth Street, are you here?
Good evening, Charlie Gottlieb from the law firm of White and Osterman and Hannah, Land Use Council for the applicant. New face to the project, but I believe we're here for a fairly simple 2-lot subdivision. The planning board has already issued, we already got heads shaken. The planning board has already issued a negative declaration. The zoning board of appeals has already granted all the area variances. From what I understand, one remaining issue came up from a member of the public, the neighbor. Wondering where the sewer line was because it crosses
Yeah.
her lot and the 2 lots.
Right.
Uh,
And she's
so-
not here to we put it off until today because she was supposed to be back, but
So-
she's not.
We have some developments.
Mhm.
Well, we just got at 5 o'clock today, we uploaded to MuniClad and emailed around a revised plat that shows the sewer line.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to hand that around. And the neighbor has retained Crystal Hines counsel.
Yeah, we got, did y'all get a copy of that? Is that I sent it to you guys.
So I've been in touch with Crystal.
Yes.
And we are going to create a maintenance and access easement for that.
You're looking at the.
Okay.
Yep, so we expect that would be a condition of the approval, that prior to signing the plat, we have to enter into that maintenance and access agreement. You know, if, for example, on our 2 lots, if the sewer line breaks, we have to fix it within a reasonable amount of time, likely immediately because it's a sewer issue. Same thing with her line and so forth and so on, it talks about costs. And that's being negotiated between the neighbors.
Okay. Any questions from the planning board? No, sounds reasonable. Any questions from the public? How about the public online? Oh, we don't have that. We don't have that ability. We don't have that ability. They only could see it, they can't say anything.
And that's how it was noticed.
Yeah, it was noticed that by any person. Okay, so any questions from the planning board?
So making a condition, so we're gonna make a condition of approval. The easement that you're gonna give her and the conditions thereof and the maintenance agreement.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be one document, it'll be a access and maintenance easement. That will be signed by both parties and we'll record it in Columbia County Clerk's office.
All right, we do have a resolution.
Okay, so let's,
Well, no.
okay, so I have one typed up way in advance, but this was, I apologize, I just got this, can we?
We all just got. it.
Yeah.
Quickly go, the board asked for this, and I also wanna be clear, so sorry to speak for the board, but. Can someone please go through this for me and the board to just like go through the lines and know they're connected
Wait a
to
minute,
the.
does Christie need to do it? No.
Yeah, you have anything, so I think we'll just go through it quickly,
Right.
just make sure your engineer agrees it makes sense,
Sure.
Oh.
Just to run through it quickly, if you want to hold it up, I think.
and then we'll.
I guess you don't jump in there. Where are we here? What am I-
Who's the engineer on this?
So it's Osterfeld is the
Oh,
survey.
so he's not here. Okay, so but you could do it, right?
Yeah, I wear many hats.
Okay.
The mission was to draw out the utility lines, so we can see where the utility lines, in an old city like Hudson, utility lines are usually all over the place. So you can see here, they added the sewer line, so the sewer line comes off Prospect Street.
Which way you hold it? Oh, we hold it this way.
Yeah, so if you're on Prospect.
Upside down.
Oh, you're upside down,
You're upside down, huh? Oh,
that's why I had my head like this.
okay, so we're upside down.
So if you come off Prospect Street where the sewer line is, it goes across both the newly subdivided lots. And then it tucks right into their house.
Is this the line?
No, it's the one that has the S on it. So the sewer line goes.
Oh, I
goes
see, I
Prospect
see
Street,
the S.
cuts
Goes
across
under
all parcels.
Oh, yeah, this one. It goes into the middle of the street?
So it runs, the sewer main is in the middle of the street and then it cuts
through all
off
the
and then it goes right to the front yard.
So just to clarify, the only thing you're sharing with, and you can't, is it 68? Is the sewer, the water line cuts before it and their water line comes from the other side, is that correct?
Their line comes off of Fifth Street, or her line, our lines come from Prospect.
So you do share the same sewer because it cuts under their.
Yes,
Okay, but where are you showing that her line comes in from Fifth Street? You don't know?
The water line?
Yeah, you're just saying that it does. Right. How about a sewer line? Where is it coming from?
Or it cuts across.
Oh, it cuts all the way across to her?
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
Wow.
Yeah, it goes through both houses and then hers. And then hers.
I don't see the S in her.
Are you sure it doesn't hook under the
Yeah.
base?
See where the porch,
see this?
follow the
corner
porch
here?
is,
Yeah.
it goes under the.
Is that the little U right here?
Yes,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the little U, okay. So it stops at her house.
Yes.
yeah, well, it goes into
It
her
goes
house,
into her.
into her bit back.
Do you think their
So
water
they
line
all
comes from
use
the
the
other?
same sewer line?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you have a clause,
There.
then it potentially can back up into her property.
Yeah,
Well,
Correct.
she was.
And then she has a clause.
But she's at the end of the line.
No, the clog would
Yeah.
happen before the
Yeah.
connections are made.
Okay.
So a clog would happen before it actually leaves the house, so that wouldn't affect, if the line itself in the front yard is backed up, that would affect all three, depending on where it is.
Yeah, so how do you, like, if that happens, who's responsible?
That's what we're
That's
gonna,
what
that's
they're
what we're gonna set forth.
Okay,
that's what the agreement's for,
okay.
but. I mean.
Essentially, because any backup's gonna affect
all
everyone,
of them, yeah.
so it's gonna be split, probably likely a third.
Why you,
So-
how many houses are like this?
Sorry, can we be last with them?
Oh, there's probably.
Nice to know.
Do all three homes share the same lateral connection?
That's what I believe we're depicting.
Sewer comes in, sewer comes in, sewer comes in.
Yes.
Oh, I guess this lateral connection ends.
I think you're gonna be seeing, going on the stage, you're still here, so we.
That's what he built houses back in the day.
Does it?
Yeah.
These are all sharing the same.
This is the sewer.
Very interesting, this situation in one house.
Yep.
Subdivided, you have a lot. Broken off, subdivided.
Ah, I
One lot, so it's got the ceiling on it.
One house.
Yeah, they didn't put it on there. They
It
don't-
was off.
They know the one.
Can you look size of that line? What's that? Should be 6 inches. It was a single service for one house in the 4 inches. Has it been upsized to 6 inches to support 3 houses?
As far as I know, I saw.
I mean, they have, I'm trying to use them. They don't know if they're gonna take us.
So, because the house is.
Yeah.
So I guess my question for Christian was, do,
This goes.
What
You
was the
have
question you were
recommendations?
asking? One
do you have recommendations for the board, or do you think it's fine as is?
It's existing. It's not how I would recommend doing a new service.
What is the point?
Christian, what did you say about the piping? I couldn't hear because they were talking something about it should be
If
6 inches,
it's,
is probably 4.
if it's a single service to a single house, typical size is about 4 inches. when you start combining more homes,
Mhm.
it should be upsized to a 6 inch.
Okay.
So that's why I was curious, is it a 6 inch or is it a 4 inch? Because if it was originally for just one house,
Mhm.
it probably was put in just as a 4 inch.
It's 4 inch.
But Walter said it's a 6 inch, so.
And there's no proof of where her water is coming in. Where is their water coming in?
That's the one about the prospect,
Is that this one?
it's the line of the W's. On the house, we go.
Oh, I see it, I see it. And that only goes to one house. Right?
There's two, so there's one up
Cuts
here,
across, so they-
one water line up
Oh, I
there.
see another one. Oh, I see. Amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, sure.
So what is the plan for the tax? Text,
So we'll enter into the easement agreement. So as far as protection goes, if that line ever breaks, cracks, gets plugged up. It has to be remediated and there'll be timeframes when you have to react, you have to notify her, if it's on our property, if it's on her property, she's gotta notify us.
Who's responsible for it?
Yeah,
So that's what we have to negotiate with the parties, it's probably likely gonna be. A third. Depending, because. You have to set up for a series of events depending on where it breaks. Right?
And through the easement, no one should be able to prevent access to the property.
Right.
Dig it up.
It is a private agreement that the planning board will not enforce, so even the condition, I'm not gonna review it, or whoever the, whoever the attorneys in time will not be reviewing it, just because it's private between entities, so. Really what you're looking for is to ensure the proof of recordation that they have this agreement, but the terms will be up to the buyers of the property.
And don't forget, we're fixing an existing problem. So right now, that's how it's operating, and there's no easement agreement in place.
Right.
She
So,
is,
so I have a question. So how do you write that up? Do you write that a condition of just that the parties will negotiate the,
So what I have is proof of recordation of an access and management easement for all shared utilities, I can
Okay.
tweak the writing, it's a live document. But and all that's saying is that a proof of the like that you reported an easement, the terms of the agreement is up to them, because it's not
Right,
city
right.
property, it's their property.
yeah, that makes sense.
And I mean, if. If the neighbors wanna make it one-sided, they can.
Mhm.
And yeah, the reason, and then you want proof of recordation rather than just the easement, because you wanna make sure they record it, so it's legally binding.
Okay, just one quick question, so the number of houses, the other units in each, are they single family?
yeah, so it's. You'll have one single family residence on each lot now.
And how many bedrooms? Both 3 bedrooms?
Good,
One is a
one-story
3-bedroom,
building.
and one's 70 is a 2-bedroom, 72 is a 3-bedroom.
And what is her,
I don't know.
I'm just saying, cause I'm just thinking about proportionately. You can do a third, but if one property is appreciably larger than the other, or uses more.
So like prorated,
Right,
yeah.
maybe that might be a more
That's right.
equitable
But,
way to
but that
look
would
at it.
be amongst them to deal with.
I'm not the one in my firm that writes the easements, we have a transactional attorneys that do that. But I'm quite positive we have templates on how this is done.
Yeah, as long as it's equitably done.
Oh, yeah, of
And you're not
course.
trying to force the.
So that if Mrs. X had to fix her sewer line that runs all the way back to Prospect Street by herself, she can have an incentive.
Right.
This shares equally with the 3 others. I think a third is equal because the houses are the same width and they're on equal sized lots. So.
Right, but that doesn't denote the actual sewer usage.
You're thinking
Yeah,
water,
water,
you're thinking of
yeah,
toilet.
water.
Water, sewer, exactly, that's what I'm
If you got more people in a home, they're gonna use it more.
It's not bad. No, I mean, we can find out if you want.
Yeah, have them by bathroom.
But just remember, this is an existing condition.
No, I understand, I think it's just in taking into account. The lady came to us, she had existing problems, she wanted more time, and we're gonna make it conditional that you're gonna make an equitable agreement. We don't wanna screw the lady and say, you're gonna say, you're gonna have a, take it or leave it kind of agreement. It should be an equitable agreement.
Oh, yeah, I was emailing with Crystal Hines, her attorney today,
Yeah.
and she said,
She took
draft
on an
the easement, send it over to me, I'll look at it, and then we'll just go back and forth.
See, when she was here last month, she's by herself, but now she's taking on attorney Crystal Hines, so, and she wrote a letter today to me, which I sent to the attorneys. that she's representing the woman and neither one of them can be here today. So,
I
and
just wanna make sure that,
their
you know,
law, your lawyers and her as a lawyer what's her name? Miss so-and-so, Miss.
I actually don't know her name.
For 68.
For 68,
Yeah.
the attorney for 68 will negotiate with the attorneys for
Yeah.
70-72.
Yeah, so, and like I said, that she's represented, Teresa said she's represented by counsel, and it's not a planning board agreement that you can enforce, so just.
so we don't have any,
Oh,
any
Miss.
ability to read into the
Sad.
agreement.
Yeah,
No.
so, say that one more time, sorry, they were talking.
Sad.
So we don't have any ability to read into the agreement or have language so that say that
Unless
the
you
agreement
want.
will be active.
No, I think, I mean, because what's equitable, right? I mean, I think,
What-
for you assuming, like, it's up to the owners of the property, but it might not be equitable,
God
like,
bless you.
that's, you know.
Well,
not-
and I feel that if she hired an attorney, let the attorney do that.
Yeah,
That's not our goal. so
Yeah,
let's move forward.
that's the attorney job. I mean, she paying to have that done.
So,
Yeah,
I-
we're gonna have some-
I did not print this
Even our lawyers.
resolution because it wasn't, we didn't know this plan came in, I was driving when this came in. So I can read it to you and then you can vote on it, just so you have a resolution, otherwise there's no. other way to
Okay,
get it into the
go ahead.
record. Okay, so. Resolution granting final plat approval, whereas the applicant Galvin Initiatives Foundation has applied to approval to subdivide approximately 435 square foot parcel into 2 residential parcels. At a property located at 7072 North Fifth Street in Hudson, tax parcel 11045-2-27. Whereas on September 17, 2025, the applicant was granted the following variances by the Hudson ZBA of Appeals. 1, relief from 7.5 requirement on the north side of lot 1. Relief from 7.5 requirement on the south side of yard setback on lot 2. A reduced lot size of 1950 square feet, a reduced lot size on lot 2 of 2085 square feet. Whereas the project is depicted on the subdivision plat entitled 7072 North Fifth. Initiatives Foundation, prepared by Vincent Osfield, dated March 11th, last revised December 6, 2025. Whereas the applicant has submitted an SEIF dated June 11th pursuant to SECRA. Whereas on July 8th, the planning board classified the project as unlisted and declared its intent to serve as lead agency. Whereas on August 27th, the planning board serving as lead agency coordinated a review and adopted a determination of significance, a negative declaration determining that the project as proposed would not result in any significant adverse impacts in the draft environmental impact statement would not need to be prepared. And whereas a duly noticed public hearing on the project was held November 12th, 2025, and December 9th, 2025, during which all who wish to speak were heard. Now therefore be it resolved by the planning board, hereby grants preliminary and final plat approval for the project as shown on the subdivision plat. Hold on. As shown on the, I have to change this, as shown on the final plat. I made key terms. And authorizes the chairperson of her authorized designee to sign the final plat. Give me 1 second. After compliance with the following conditions: 1, payment with fees and escrow; 2, proof of recordation of an access and management easement for all shared utilities. And do you want any other conditions, or if that's sufficient?
Did you put all? Escrow,
Yes, number 1, payment of all fees and escrow.
and the fact that they have to come back to get their plans there.
Yeah, so in order for them to get their plan stamped, you're gonna have to have a proof of a recorded easement. So it has to be signed by both and recorded by the county.
Okay.
I make a motion that we adopt the resolution.
And I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so we'll have that resolution to you probably not tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, wait a minute, hold it, 70,
And
okay,
then there's a,
now I have a resolution for them to replenish their escrow,
We have to.
okay? I have a resolution here for 70-72 North Fifth Street to replenish the escrow. Right now, they're, I mean, even after this, are you gonna have to do any more?
no,
That's it. Okay.
but they're.
So we're, the escrow committee has, suggested $1,000 that they replenish the escrow. Right now, they have 3,300. And a little bit more work needs to be done to make it 4,000 and I think that's.
No, they don't have to.
Yeah. But I think the other is 53.
They have 3, They have 500.
Oh, they have $532. And we're asking for a replenishment of $1,000. You think that's enough?
Yeah,
Okay,
very little.
okay, so can I? Oh, right, okay, so Gene is, right now, they don't, there's a bill coming in for $338 from,
Yeah, that's why I asked for 1,000.
yeah, but then they only have $194 left.
Yeah,
So
so,
1,100 will be okay?
no, I don't have any more work on this.
Okay.
It's done. I'm just looking to see.
So can I get a motion to approve the resolution for $1,000 for 70-72 Norfolk Street?
1,000 or 1,100?
1,000,
Alright. Make a motion.
okay.
No, I did.
I'll second
Okay,
Who's second?
you did.
No,
Oh, my God.
Gene, you made the motion, right? And Randy. Okay, all in favor?
it. Alright.
Any opposed? Okay, now, guys, we have to. Can we get the $1,000 like tomorrow?
I don't pay that.
You need their easement anyway.
We will get you $1,000 as soon as we can.
Like, what's that?
Like right now. The way she's talking, it's like right now.
Because they, so they can get paid. We don't know what's happening. I need a pen, anybody has an extra pen?
Here, you can use
I
that.
might have one.
Okay, so the resolution has passed. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so, now, do we close the book? Is I suppose public hearing? Can we close the public hearing? Say we pass them to, we haven't even done that yet.
Oh,
We
shoot.
forgot to close the
Sorry, I
public hearing
distracted. Yeah.
prior to approving them.
Oh, jeez.
We haven't closed it yet, so
Yeah,
close it.
yeah, we should have done it before. I'm sorry, it's my Christmas brain.
Okay, so we can close it now, right?
Yeah, it's just.
Can I get a motion to close the public hearing on 70-72 Norfolk?
It's not on my notes, so you can.
Jean just gave you that.
Jean,
No.
And I'll second it.
okay. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And opposed. All right, night is so loose. I'm not paying attention, okay, good. Okay, can I get a motion to open the public hearing for 724-726 Columbia Street? Motion, Randall? Jean, all in favor? Aye.
Good evening.
We can see it now.
But before you start, I wanna just go by their requests. Back in August, I think the 27th, I can't remember the exact date, but in August, we gave 724-726, which is appearing on the escrow sheet 726. A resolution to, was it to establish?
No, it was
It was-
replenished for
It
25,000.
would replenish their escrow for $25,000. Now, at the time we gave that, they had already owed $4,000 from the information Gina and I got. And now they're requesting if it can be reduced to 10. So since we have made a recommendation, we're bringing it to the board. So you guys want to reduce it to 10? Can I get a motion to reduce the escrow for 724-726, 10,000?
What's
What's
the
the
number
reason?
reducing?
The
it to
balance,
what?
Their balance, Gene, is $53 and $53.
so the 4,000 that paid.
They must have paid it.
They owe us like 600 and they owe Bertram not much either. It's under, yeah.
And what's the work left?
There's that from,
Gina tell you, what is it, Gene is the escrow person.
There was $5,000 delivered today.
Oh, yes, and $5,000 was delivered today.
The receipt.
Yeah, they
Josh
sent it.
emailed it over.
Yeah, they sent it.
to Sandra.
I sent it to you.
and it.
In the last hour, I sent it to Gene.
You get real bad.
I'm not kidding you, I was about to close everything and come over here and I saw it.
But my question, of the consultants is, how much work do you have left?
I'm like, I mean, besides writing a resolution, there's no legal concerns.
I haven't reviewed the latest set of plans that
Okay,
we submitted.
right now, 726 Columbia had a beginning balance on December 3rd, $53.25. Tonight's meeting, there's gonna be two bills, 156 and 53.75, leaving a minus of 156.50.
Okay.
And they just said they dropped off 5,000.
Yes,
And how much
And there's
is
a
figured
receipt
for the
for
rent?
it.
and they wanna be able to reduce it from a $25,000 request to a $10,000 replenish request. So they paid 5 today, they'll have to pay another 5, and that'll be $10,000.
Is that adequate to cover?
Yeah,
You could always reduce it, and then if we get through the review and they need more money, we could always increase it again. At that point.
okay, so I'm fine with that then.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna reduce it? All right, can I get a motion to reduce the escrow for 724, 726 to $10,000?
I make a,
Okay.
I make a motion to reduce it to from what, 25,000 to 10,000.
Yes, but.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Any opposed? Okay, now you guys know that you can get your money back. Okay, so we don't keep it.
I was taught to never expect money back.
Well, if you wanna give it to the city. go
No,
ahead.
I think there's
But, you can request it, once you get the plug from us, you can
Sure.
request it
and I
back.
think there was also, there are legal standards that apply to escrow accounts.
Yeah,
It's not just an open checkbook to request to make sure there's enough buffer.
Right.
There has to be set standards. So before this last request, we've already supplied $15,000 of escrow that's been burned through. So
yes,
another 25 on top of that, without any true explanation of why is it that $25,000 would have to be reached, right? We're at the end of this process, I think. Done a lot of engineering review, a lot of parking review, a lot of sewer review, sewer extension permit review. So really, and what we're gonna tell you today is some good news that we're on the right track, and I think we can bring this to a close.
but see, remember, we gave you that in August, and at the time we gave you that $25,000 replenish, we were already $4,000 in the hole from July, June. So that's where we got the
Sure.
25 from. So at that time, we didn't know how much review you had. Now we're in December. And you're saying, hey, we didn't go through it.
Sure.
So.
And to put it in perspective, I've done a lot of very large 1,000,000 square foot Amazon distribution centers. And a $25,000 escrow charge, a one-time fee for even a project of that size would be absurd. And we're not even building anything here, right? We're revitalizing.
Well, you
vacant
could have
space.
said that at the time we hosted it.
But I
Sure, I
think,
wasn't here.
but I think also,
That's right.
I think Randall was getting to the point and was asking questions like, are we close to the final assessment of everything? So that makes more sense that we reduce the amount.
So, and we don't like coming back. We wanna make it so that we don't, but like you said, it was your third replenishment.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll move on from that, and now you're ready to.
Yeah, I'm ready. So to refresh everyone's memory, because we haven't been here in a while, 724, 726 Columbia Street. It's the vacant portion of the building next to Return Brewery. And it's proposed to be a theater, assembly hall, and eating and drinking establishment. So the plan is to renovate the existing interior building. No outside structures are being built, just utilizing the existing structure. It'll be approximately 4,925 square feet of theater space. 2,825 square feet of restrooms, kitchen, office, and utility rooms. And 2,100 square feet of a proposed bar lounge space. Well, I think it was in July, actually, we went back and forth of how do we deal with Long Alley, and if you could. Pull up, initially, our plan was to do a land swap with Long Alley.
Right.
With city council.
And didn't you get that permission?
Yeah, so now, the end of August, I think August 19th, the city council did a negative declaration. They did the land swap, and now all we have to do is the closing. But we have to wait for this board's lot line adjustment approval. Could you pull up the site plan? We'll finish that up.
And where it's not, because they gave us something.
Yeah, so the way that I play against this, the city owns part of it and they own part of it, and then it's not.
Oh, that's it.
So the way Long Alley goes straight. But over time, people have turned at the end of Long Alley.
Yes,
into turn.
exactly.
They turn onto Galvin property, instead of going straight onto city property. So we have traded lands with the city, so that now when you turn, that'll be on the city side.
In the straight was over.
In the straight with the Galvin. And this also fixes another planning board concern, because if we had it coming straight with a new curb cut,
Yeah.
our main entrance was right there. So the worry was that people would walk out right into the alley, rightfully so. So now we have, this area will now be city owned. There's an existing curb cut here. Cars will come in, they'll pull out, if they have to, or garbage trucks, whatever it may be. There's a set of bollards here. This is still now the main entrance, and almost like a little pocket park.
And we said go one way, which way? Is it coming out to Columbia? Okay, good.
It's currently one way, isn't it?
No.
No, it's both ways.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Right.
Well, I don't know if it's both ways, but people go both ways. Yeah, that's the way.
But so the city's making it a one way, because they're the only ones that have that power.
Oh,
Right, it's the city.
So we have, Crawford Associates had talked with Rob Perry at Department of Public Works.
Okay.
And he, I believe, looked at everything. Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, and didn't see any problem.
Okay.
would be in one way.
Does that have to be approved by the police commissioner as well?
That I don't
Is
know.
that involved in the traffic?
I'm not sure, but
I'm not sure.
the city would have to put signage to make it a one way, like they're not, they don't have the ability to put signage.
sure Craig is the side of the map.
And why did they want it a one-way going into, Green Street, going out to Green Street rather than going in and over to, who would that be?
Seven,
Six.
six,
No,
seven.
no,
that's not-
if you're coming in on Seventh Street. Behind the convenience store, you're gonna hook a right and come out onto Columbia Street.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be from Seventh Street straight out to the corner of Green and Columbia.
Yeah.
Right.
They're changing that now.
They're changing it to what? To
Coming
make
out to
it,
this, so Randall, if the alley right of way, if you can see where my fingers are going.
Yeah.
Was like that.
nice,
Now, that's not even legal because now you have to have a 90-degree intersection.
Right.
You can't come in, that would kill like half the people coming out of there.
right,
So a long time ago, they switched it de facto. So all we're trying to do is, I guess, record the fact that this is pretty much how the traffic.
my only question is, the proposed one-way, is it gonna be like when you come down the street and you make a right onto that, or do you make a left?
I have to be honest and say, I haven't been part of the one-way discussion.
No.
It's
Okay, the one way is
Two-way.
Seventh Street, when you go into Seventh Street, you make the left into it and come out on Columbia.
The alley is two ways, right?
Now,
Right,
You would use it, and so we're basically, if you will, the only part of the alley we're changing is right here. Currently, it comes down further and then, so we're hooking it a little closer this way, so we're
no,
not.
I get that, but that's a city question anyway,
Exactly.
which way?
Exactly, so we're not, we can't say one way this way, one way that way.
Well, you could. Put your 2 cents into as to whether you want the one way coming from Columbia to Seventh. Or from Seventh to
well,
Columbia.
they said 70.
Have you driven that alley?
Oh, I've been there.
Okay.
I was a police officer.
I think that alley. The place for the garbage truck.
Oh, we don't come through it at all?
It's a little bumpy from the front.
Aren't you gonna pave it?
Yeah,
But
but
it's
it's not
city.
the whole thing, we're not going all the way down.
They also don't own, so the alley is a public road, it's not their property.
Right.
So, like, the city maintains the alley, the city maintains the paving. So
Right.
they're, maybe they own a little part, I'm
But
not
you-
exactly where the line is,
But
but
you know,
they're not, they can't. be
projects, new projects that's coming in, there's no issue when they give the city a little bit, there's no problem with that. In other words, if they wanna pave the city road with the DPW saying, okay,
Sure.
there's no problem
Yeah,
with that, to
if-
use their money to do that.
Right,
Give back something, we're giving you them.
some of us are putting our own sewer lines in.
That's right, so, you know, when we ask of things, we ask it. We wanna protect our city. If you can do it with your money, it's less money for us.
One way or the other, that definitely will get it. Okay.
And that's between y'all.
And we can put a note on, I just think that it should be going the other way, I mean, coming out. Not on to the major road, but to the.
No, that's, Okay, I wanna say, you know why I kind of disagree, because that Seventh Street is a one-way street and it's a smaller street, and it's got parking on both sides. Where Columbia Street is a much wider street, it gives them more chances to see what's coming than that Seventh Street.
I think it's,
It's
well,
also a lot busier though.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Seventh Street, right?
No,
Columbia.
no, I would say Columbia right there.
So you think they should turn in also?
I don't really know. I can see your perspective because you're thinking about being able to see.
Right, being able to see and wait and
But
watch the
I
cars.
feel like it's very busy right there.
I think
I
it
think
would
you
be
can relax
safe to
and
say that we, the people standing before you asking for your permission to have control over this,
Mm.
but we do not have control over
Understood.
the action, so, yeah.
So we'll let you be for W. They
Yeah.
should be able to.
There's also a dumpster on one of the neighboring properties, that the only way you're gonna be able to get to it is if you're coming from,
So,
the railroads to get into it.
So they gotta work that out. Well, what?
The
Why couldn't they go the
dumpster
other way?
pad enclosure is facing that direction.
oh, yeah, we made that happen. When they had their plans.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that was the brewery, the return to brewery.
No, no.
It wasn't.
No, that's.
Sounds like a- Yeah.
Using it as a gas station.
Yeah, maybe it's the gas station.
Yeah.
The dumpster is just on the
Anyway.
backside.
Oh, it is the gas station?
Yeah.
Right now, it's scary, especially illegal and not defined urban space, so here we are, this is gonna be one of the better things we do this year, I think, to fix the, right off the big square.
And so, and we talked about exits. And you let
We
it,
agree, yes,
Okay.
right out the back. Right. So that's all, I think unless you have engineering issues, I thought we were all kind of done, and then the escrow.
I have not reviewed the latest set of plan.
Yes.
but I just thought that, it's okay.
The escrow was still quite up in the air.
They paid 5,000 for that.
Because I was just questioning the exiting of the
Yeah.
people. And so are you gonna allow them to use multiple doors so that
So
they'll all come out?
we have to, but your point was you'd like to encourage it, and we agreed. This is the principal theater exit here because it's a large capacity exit
Nice,
directly out.
Nice, that's perfect.
This is return brewery,
Perfect.
right? Good for the business plan.
Yep.
This is the secondary exit here, also off of that. And then, of course, we do have this plaza which leads to a sidewalk. So I think these are now, thanks to this situation, very
That's actually
reasonable exits.
Okay, it's good.
Okay, so, any questions, any more questions from the planning board? Any questions from the public that's here? This is for 724-726 Columbia. What do they call it?
The foundry is on.
They call it the Foundry, sorry. Yeah. So, what more do we have to do with this? Kristen, you have to review it?
I have to do the latest review,
Mhm.
and once those comments, as long as they address those, the board can approve it.
So you guys, we did do a lot of stuff with this one before they went to the public hearing, which was good. So do you guys want to? Oh.
Well, because the engineering, if we approve it without Christian looking at it, which I do not recommend, because drainage in my understanding is an issue for this project, I'm speaking for him, so correct me if I'm wrong.
It was one of the concerns.
It's drainage is a concern, I wish from legal's perspective, there's no reason you can't, but
Or we can close the public hearing.
so my
Yeah.
suggestion is, to close the public hearing and in the new year, hopefully the board will just approve it with a list of engineering conditions if needed,
Yeah, I'll just highlight for Christian's benefit in the boards, we also did submit vehicle turning movement
We
plans.
actually did, yeah.
As that was requested, that's also kind of a super relevant.
The good thing about this project, a lot of work was done before.
Yeah.
It came to public hearing, which
Yeah.
is what we was trying to aim for all last year with a lot of the projects.
I'm a fan of that.
So it doesn't stay in public hearing for months and years.
let me tell you, the only thing about closing the public hearing is. I don't know, going into the new year, who's gonna, it sounds like certain people are leaving the board, terms are up, and I don't know who's coming back. So, there will be new board members, that's the only downside of closing the public hearing. which I think the board's totally fine to do, but there is gonna be catch up in the new year for the new board members. Which is fine, I mean, it's up to the board, but that's the only downside, but in terms of whether it's ready, I think this, if you had a letter, I would approve it tonight, you just don't have it, so you're just gonna have to wait till the year.
I would close it, I think.
Okay, can I get a motion to close the public hearing for 724-726 Columbia Street?
So,
Okay, Randall, Jean, all in favor? Any opposed? Okay, closed.
Thank you, everyone.
Kristen will review your stuff, get back to you, and you got until December 31st with me, but if
Does the board have another meeting in December or no? Okay. Is that?
You want one?
No.
I was gonna say, I don't want one, I'm not gonna be.
I wanna stay married.
and don't forget to ask for 5, we reduced it, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, now we got 519 Columbia Street. No.
Good evening,
So this is just for a building use change of use.
site plan review, yeah.
Yeah.
So we are here for 519 Columbia Street, we had submitted, our response, back on. Was that a? So ago, right? Right. So we had a meeting after our last planning board meeting with the city attorney and Christian. And we talked through the outstanding items that were questionable. We have submitted our response through the planning board portal, and we also submitted the written waiver that was requested for the loading berth. We've updated the EAF, we've checked off all those boxes, and I know Christian had just submitted his response, which was that he had no other engineering concerns, so I guess I will open it back up to the board to see what.
Now, did Christian gave us this letter today? Did everybody, I sent it out to everyone. It was a meeting, Claire.
They addressed all the outstanding engineering comments.
Mhm.
The loading berth, I actually think they have it in the back. I think that area is more
It's
than,
close, yeah,
it's on the borderline if it's not there.
yeah.
I put in your resolution, which up to the board, but your resolution does approve the waiver, because it's pre-existing, so I don't know why you wouldn't, like, you can't force him to make more space if he doesn't have it, because it's pre-existing.
Right.
I'm looking for where, you upload those drawings?
Yes.
I don't see that.
There's also renderings of the building elevations.
They've been uploading stuff for the last 2 weeks. Yeah. Every time, the plug came in, it was 519.
Yeah. And if you drive by the building, the awnings are up already.
And we had voted last month not to do a public hearing on that.
Correct.
So,
Question. This is the report that you sent in today.
Yes,
There we go.
What work to do on it? Did you approve it or
yes,
it doesn't say that you approve it?
on the bottom of it, was to say,
Based on VL's review of the above referenced documents and has no further engineering comments.
correct.
Please feel free to contact our office.
So that means.
That means everything's addressed.
Okay, you addressed it, or
Correct.
you have no problems with it?
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
you wanna see it? Everybody, anybody else wanna see it? I sent it to everyone, because it was, he uploaded it in his.
What's that?
Okay, so, any more questions from the planning board about 519?
You should have explained to.
Yeah, the resolution.
Yeah, and so I handed out the resolution for everyone, it's in front of you, it should be. Yours is
Oh,
right there.
this,
Yeah.
okay.
And I handed you as well. Here, here's something.
Can you read the resolution?
Yeah, hold on one second. I just handed it, hold on.
Everybody got a copy of it.
I'm holding up.
Oh, here it is.
But everyone should have gotten a copy. Oh, you can get, okay, ready? All right, resolution granting site plan approval, whereas Kevin Conklin Engineering has applied for site plan approval for a change of use of a 503 square foot warehouse for retail use. Whereas the project is located at lot number 11045-168, more commonly known as 519 Columbia Street in the Central Commercial District. Whereas pursuant to 32414 of the zoning law, retail stores and banks are permitted in the Central Commercial District, and whereas the project is depicted on a site plan entitled 519 Columbia Street, prepared by Conklin Architecture, dated November 26, 2025, sheets A001 through A004, A201, and 2025-1125, lighting spec sheet, so both of those sheets, it didn't have a special name, the lighting sheet. Whereas the applicant has submitted a short environmental assessment form dated October 3rd, whereas on October 4th, the planning board classified the project as an unlisted action, declared its intent to serve as an agency. Whereas the planning board has reviewed the EAF and all available information concerning potential impacts and found the project, planning board has sufficient information for a base on determination of significance. Whereas the planning board has considered the criteria contained in NYCCR 617.7 and thoroughly analyzed all relevant areas of environmental concern. And whereas the project was referred to the Columbia County Planning Board pursuant to section 239M of the municipal law, which responded on October 21st, 2025, that the project was a matter of local concern. And whereas by email dated November 26, 2025, the applicant requested a loading berth waiver pursuant to 520B3 of the zoning law. Whereas no survey has been submitted by the applicant, and therefore the planning board does not authorize or endorse any existing encroachments. And whereas all signage must be in compliance with chapter 244 of the city of Hudson Code and may require a sign permit from the building inspector. And whereas prior to the issuance of a building permit, for the project, the applicant must demonstrate compliance with these conditions set forth as evidenced by the endorsement of the chairperson or her authorized designee of the site plan. Now therefore be it resolved, the planning board hereby adopts a negative declaration determining that the project as proposed will not result in any significant adverse environmental impacts, and that a draft environmental impact statement will not be prepared. Be it further resolved, the planning board hereby grants the loading berth waiver request pursuant to section 32520B3 of the zoning code. That's a mistake.
Yeah, you said 25.
It's 3, yeah, I'm adding it. So note that change, please.
So what is it? What's?
It's 32520B3, it got cut off.
Okay.
I apologize.
325-20.
And I will update this in the thing.
And you put the 3 in there?
Yeah, and I'll just change that, or she said that.
Mhm.
Be it further resolved that the planning board chair hereby grants final approval of the site plan set and authorizes the chair or her authorized designee to sign the site plan after compliance with the following conditions. Payment of all fees of escrow,
And their escrow is, what, $5,000?
a revision of the site plan set to include a dumpster enclosure to the satisfaction of the planning board engineer. Confirmation of the planning board engineer that the applicant has obtained a sewer extension permit from the city of Hudson and approval of the sewer connection as part of the city's speedy permit by DEC. Hudson Historical Preservation Commission approval of all exterior changes. This isn't it's my understanding this is in the historical district based on that email from Craig. If that's wrong, just show us, but that's why it's on there. Revision of the site plan set to the satisfaction of the planning board engineer as a follow, clarification of proposed water treatment between the building and prison alley, label sidewalk dimensions and proposed materials for the sidewalk. Provide what?
They're
They're labeled, okay, I'll take that out.
like-
Okay.
And the dumpster enclosure.
Okay, what do we?
B.
We're removing B.
So
Yeah, and
It's
then the
already done.
dumpster enclosure, they're proposing, garbage cans like residential.
oh, that's why I didn't see it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take that out.
Okay.
But this is why I just took Christian's letter and was figured you told me to cut it as we went.
It's the-
So 2 is cut.
You might be able to
The
just
whole
say
two-
that no dumpster.
2 is cut?
proposed.
2 is cut because it's been met.
Okay,
Okay,
revisions number 2 is, I don't take that.
I think it's okay to put it, actually, not put it in or something.
I think you should put it, that way they can't put a dumpster.
Okay, what do you want me to put? A condition that no dumpsters being proposed?
That no dumpsters allowed on the site
All right,
without
can I have another pen? This is a.
proper screening.
This is a special. Okay, hold on. So it will read revision of the site plan set, so this is gonna be a condition.
Which one, number 1, 2?
So what I'm revising number 2,
Okay, revising number 2.
site plan set
Not revising the site plan set, you're just saying that no
No,
dumpster
no,
is
no,
allowed.
to include a note, to
Okay.
state, to include. A note to state. No dumpsters being proposed,
No dumpsters allowed.
no dumpsters allowed. Addition of a dumpster enclosure will require a site plan amendment. Okay. Dumpster,
And that's for the back where the alley is?
yes.
They do have an invitation, but I think that's where they're gonna do the talking.
Okay, so I wanna read this, so just so, because I think there's some confusion.
Okay.
So
Loading.
be it further resolved. Like grants the approval of the site plan set and authorize the chair or other designated to sign the site plan after compliance with the following conditions. So one stays the same, payment of fee and escrows. Two is gonna now say revision of the site plan set to include a note to state no dumpsters allowed, addition of a dumpster enclosure will require site plan amendment. It's a tight space, so that's, I understand, that's why I think Christian has that concern, it's very
It's
tight
also
back there.
screening, so you don't have just dumpsters.
Yeah, otherwise they're gonna have the ability, because that's not a significant change, but if you put it as a condition, it is a significant change. Otherwise, the building inspector will have, will have that decision rather than the planning board.
Yeah.
And then the city requires the speedies 3, so that has to stay.
Mhm.
4, obviously, if he can prove it's not in the HPC, that's fine, but I think it is. 5, so we're gonna get rid of B, clarification, the proposed water treatment is still staying, but B label, they did label the sidewalks,
Mhm.
so that's all fine. C, provide details on new concrete sidewalk, and they're there, okay, so
Okay, so-
C is gonna be deleted.
And so it's B, correct?
No,
Yeah,
B
so
and C.
B and C, correct. So I didn't see the addition of the spot elevations, did you see it?
They didn't use file elevation, so they didn't survey.
Okay,
So they put some notes on there for 3%
is that sufficient? All right, Sandra said sufficient, so get rid of D.
B is
And
going to,
D is going to,
so B, C, and D.
and then E, do you want a turning diagram or you good?
They're not putting a dumpster, so that's.
So they can pull the fans out.
Yep.
So the
All right.
dumpster.
I did not realize, I thought you were still doing the dumpster, enclosure, so I
Okay.
apologize,
So-
something left on.
So B, C, D, and E are all gone.
What did you think?
So only A is left.
So only A left.
Let me hold your pen.
I think I have a pen. So yeah, sorry, the engineer didn't get a chance to look at this, but I'd rather be thorough, so. And that's, so, any questions in the applicant's?
The HBC. Comment or
Mhm.
whether we're in the overlay or not, is that who do we, because I think it's my belief that we're not. That
Craig is the arbiter of
Craig
that.
is the one, okay.
So if Craig, all you have to do to get this approved, if besides, the others, the sewer, we confirm with DEC, you're gonna do the sewer, so, but. For Craig, just email him saying, hey, I believe we got a comment that this may be in the historical, is it? Does this require it? And if he says no, good, and then you just show the email, forward it to the planning board.
Okay,
And then, and like I said, I apologize if it's not,
that's all
I
right.
have an email saying it extends all the way up Columbia. But
Okay.
then I have an
On
email
both
that says it
sides?
doesn't, so I can't tell, so it's a little
Okay.
confusing, I'd rather be
I
safe.
can email Craig.
Yeah.
And get. either
Craig has
copy
the
of
final
that to Craig,
maps, yeah.
And then I'll forward that, or I'll put that, upload that to the web. You'll see that.
I don't think it's both sides, but
No, there's both
there's,
sides.
there's a, there's a comment that this is in the district from someone, so I'm being safe. I'm not 100% sure, but it's very easy to verify, we just didn't have the time in the meetings.
And then the other question I had was about the speedies thing, and is that something that we were gonna be able to make as a. Needs to be addressed before the building permit, was that something that we could do? Agreed to last week.
Okay, so if as long as the engineer agrees to it,
Prior to a building permit,
Yeah,
because it's out of here at least, and then, okay.
okay, so what we're gonna do then is, sorry, guys. All right, we gotta change this one more time, okay?
Replace B. with
Okay,
that.
what we're doing.
So, okay, so it's gonna read the same as, it's just gonna have 1, 4, 5A. And then 3 is gonna be a condition of building permit, so it's gonna say, be it further resolved. And you will get a copy of this.
On number 3,
Yep, hold on, I'm rewriting it. Be it further resolved. The planning. Be it further resolved. The planning board hereby. Requires, the planning board hereby requires 3, confirmation of the planning board engineer that the applicant has obtained a sewer extension permit from the city of Hudson and approval of the sewer protection as part of the city's speeding permit prior to the issuance of the building permit. And I can read this all again for you to keep it clear,
Okay, perfect.
if you'd like.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Just read the bottom part that you changed. Is
Okay.
that okay, Doc?
Yeah, I just, I'm sorry to, it's all over, but this was, trying to get things done for the year, okay. So, 1 stays the same, so 1 staying the same, payment fees and escrow. 2 is gonna be revision of the site plan set to include a note to state no dumpster allowed, addition of a dumpster enclosure will require a site plan amendment.
Mhm.
3 is gone. 4, Hudson Historical Preservation Commission approval of all exterior changes.
That'll stay?
Yeah, that'll stay unless you all don't think it's in there and I'm wrong, in which case.
We don't know, cause I don't think it's on Columbia on both sides, but I don't know.
Yeah, my email was
I don't
confusing, it was
think so.
not clear to me based on the email, so, and then. Okay, and then 5 is just gonna be revision of the site plan set to include to the satisfaction of the engineer that clarification of the proposed water surface treatment between the building and Prison Alley. And then, be it further resolved that the planning board hereby requires confirmation by the planning board engineer that the applicant has obtained a sewer extension permit from the city of Hudson and approval of the sewer connection as part of the city's speeding permit by DEC prior to the issuance of a building permit. Yes, okay,
And that they have to come back and stand, get their plans there.
well, that's always a requirement.
No, put it in there, cause a lot of people don't know.
Well, we put it as a whereas.
Oh, that, okay, good, cause a lot of the applicants are not.
So, yeah, so the way that will work is, like you said, you'll be able to come get your plan stamped, but until you pull the building permit, you're gonna have to work with the city engineer to make sure that you get the DEC extension. And the reason for it is I believe your flows increase because of the change of use, your retail has an additional increase.
Yeah, I just, yes.
Okay, cause confusion is with the resolutions being the total approval, it's not. The resolutions is approved where now you just get your condition right, then you come back to get your stamps plan. Then you're supposed to go to the building, the code enforcement for the building permit. And there's a little confusion with that.
So if we get these items addressed, we get the plan stamped by
Yes.
you.
And then you take those stamp plans to the code enforcement.
We use those when we file
And,
for.
and then he gives you a building permit.
When we file for that.
Yeah.
We don't file for the permit for
Yeah.
4 months, we hang on those plans till we file for.
Yeah, so they don't expire in the city of Hudson, so you get the plan stamped and then I don't know what the lag time is, and it was really slow for the speedies permit for a while, but I think they've since.
They've sped them up a little bit.
I had talked with someone at the DEC about this briefly, and we've got some things moving on that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, so, a motion to approve this resolution as corrected and read.
I make the motion to approve this resolution as amended and corrected.
Okay,
And I'll second that.
okay.
And I will send.
All in favor?
Aye.
We oppose? And you'll send it right.
I will send you the changes to that.
And
Okay,
you'll send that, does that get uploaded to the?
Yeah, so I have to type these changes and then I'll send them to her and then she can get it to the.
and we'll get them all uploaded and you'll get a copy of it.
Where does it in the resolution say that the change of use is approved? Is that?
So the way it works, and it's a good question, so the change of use required site plan, so the change of use isn't necessarily what's being approved.
I got you.
It's the
Okay.
site plan was triggered
Got it.
by the change of
Okay.
use. So yeah, this says your site plan's approved.
Got you. Thank you.
Okay, you finished.
So there's not, all the documents, there's nothing, what says?
So the document is their site plan.
The document.
But remember, if they were already a retail use, they actually wouldn't need site plan approval. The only reason they're before the board is because it's a change of use, which under your code requires a site plan. But if this was already retail, they wouldn't need a site plan.
Read it.
So now they could have any business. If tomorrow they wanted to make something that the city of Hudson declares retail, you don't have to come back for the plan.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Good evening.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. Wonderful. Now we're gonna go through, escrow.
Thanks for bearing with me, guys, but we got a good resolution.
You send me all of.
Yes, I will send you all that.
Okay, now Jean, we have some resolutions here to replenish escrow. Because,
Another goodie.
Okay, we wanna end this year with on a good note, that a few of you will still be here, so we have a resolution for, the boulevards, which is 117, 119, and 121 Fairview Avenue, and 2 and 4 Parkwood, who has already been in front of us, they've had a public hearing, it's been closed, and we are asking them to only $1,000.
Well,
10,000.
hold on.
Oh, that's 10?
That's
Okay,
10,
good.
there's just no-
Okay, good.
We have a balance.
What is the difference in zero?
That's what they have their balance, but they owe.
Oh, they're not done too, I don't even
And
have
then
their.
only they've done.
And I don't think engineering's done, Fairview.
No.
They have a balance of. Okay.
433.
They're not done, so.
Okay.
Okay, so we're asking that they replenish the escrow in the amount of $10,000. Can I get a motion to approve this resolution to replenish escrow for the boulevards is what we call it?
Maybe.
Okay. Second,
I second.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. These pens are not writing. Anybody got a pen that writes?
I don't know, mine was writing.
You thought?
I gave it to you.
Oh, this one writes. Okay, that's number one. Okay, the next resolution is requiring 21 North Sixth Street, which is the Hudson Monica, that's that church on the corner of Sixth and Sixth and Columbia. Yeah, to replenish the escrow for $1,000, they owe the attorneys. And they've already been approved for that. I think their plans. are-
No, they haven't been stamped,
Right.
the only condition is.
Right, the resolution has been approved, but the plans have not been stamped, and this is what I'm saying. A lot of our applicants are getting lost with this, they're thinking that they have the resolution, that's it. So some of them not responding to our resolutions, they're not coming back. So, I'm just leaving this on the record, that 21 North Sixth Street plans have not been stamped, they have not addressed their conditions on their resolution. And they have to replenish their escrow, and we're asking them to replenish their $1,000. Can I get them 1,000?
They have a balance of 315.50.
$315?
Now,
Is that enough? They only have a balance of $315.
Yeah, 1,000, I only have a bill of $400, they're done, I just don't, I haven't been paid.
I knew the second.
Well, 1,000 is enough, that's like.
Still coming on.
Yes.
That's the worst.
Okay, can I get a motion to accept this resolution?
Yes.
Okay. Jean?
Yeah, so I went
I
through,
second it, yeah.
I went through our bills and I talked to Christian when I drafted these, of like what we have, what's outstanding.
Yes.
So the amount was something I used the billing to determine.
Okay, the next resolution. Oh, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the next resolution, we're gonna miss that cough. We gonna miss. That's some cough, every time we do it, it makes me.
I wish you was gone.
Okay, and the next one is 601 Union Street, and we have given them resolutions that I don't think they've answered to.
They don't,
Am
they
I
have
right?
engineering outstanding, they have an easement outstanding. They have a lot of outstanding.
Right,
They're
and this
nowhere
is
near
not
done.
the first one we've given them, but they're not responding. They are going to ADI, right?
They go to IPA, but they're in process there. Well, actually, they're in consideration.
So they want money from IDA, and can they use that money can they use that money to replenish the escrow? So the city is paying, the county is paying the city back?
I don't think they work that way, but,
Okay.
and
I wanna make sure that that's there, because if they're going to IDA to get money, they already owe us quite a bit in escrow,
I think, yeah.
so that money should not be used for escrow.
No, I agree, but somebody should just contact the plan again.
Okay, right now their balance is in the red, of $11.25.
Does nobody call them?
We uploaded on their page, and they should be looking at that, because they don't have stamped plans. They
But
don't
as a
even have
consultant,
approval.
it's your bill. You said you can't,
It's both of them.
I could reach out to Andy potentially.
They don't pay us.
I know, but still to say, you know,
Yeah.
it's outstanding with the city ongoing.
I'll reach out to Andy and he can talk to his client and let him know that it's outstanding.
I still knows, I've already talked to Chris.
Yeah,
She's
she's
telling me
attorney.
she's gonna get me she keeps telling me she's gonna get me the easement for the sidewalk and she hasn't given it to me.
Yeah, but they owe escrow, it's, you won't, when you.
Well, I'm aware, I
Yeah.
told her that as well, that they haven't given it and they owe money, but.
Right. So this is another, we didn't, did we approve this side?
Yeah.
We approved the resolution, but we haven't stamped that plan.
No.
This is another one, where the resolution is approved, but the stamps have not been placed, so it's not finalized, but they're not responding. So these are things that we must pass on to you guys to make sure they don't get by, okay?
You're saying that it's uploaded into the website. Is the secretary following up by sending them a letter? Because they might not be looking at the website. So if a letter was sent to them by US mail, they got it, they know it, that it's delivered.
Okay, that's something we can, say, right, you know, that the voter and the secretary sending all of these people.
Right.
Okay, all right, so, yeah, that's enough. So can I get a resolution to approve, to accept this resolution? Okay, I'll get a motion to approve this resolution for 601 Union Street to pay $10,000 in the escrow. Haley, can I get a motion? Who's second? I need a second.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Okay, we're gonna do that next. Okay, the next one is 10-12 Warren Street, that's the hotel. Okay, we approved their resolution and the plans still have to be stamped and they still got a ways to go with Christians, so here's a resolution to,
I need an easement.
and their balance is $87.25,
Minus.
meaning, red, okay, they all,
I'll tell them.
okay?
And I need the easement for
Okay,
the, as well.
and this is a resolution for them to replenish their escrow at $10,000, okay? So can I get a motion to accept this resolution?
Yes.
Second.
All, okay,
Aye.
$10,000, all approved,
Aye.
any opposed?
No, how much work is left again? How much work is left?
There's some minor engineering comments to review.
Easement review.
$10,000, yeah.
He's still-
They can get the money
they owe us
back,
money as well.
and they owe the money from, see, the thing is, that they can get the money back, then we don't have a escrow clerk here, we're doing this ourselves. So if we make the escrow big enough, we don't have to keep coming back and, yeah, so, we have to, this is the cost of doing
They owe
business.
us $600 before this bill, before our next bill.
And this is the cost of doing business, they all understand this. Right?
I should start running a bail bonds from like operations.
Exactly.
Okay, now, Jean just thought of something, can we get a motion to ask the secretary to send a letter by mail to each of these applicants that owe us money that's outstanding? Certified mail,
Yeah.
okay, so Jean, you did it, okay, who's second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so I gotta write that down.
Who's the secretary?
Linda.
Linda. Okay, that she should send a letter, and she's on today, so she'll see
Yeah,
it
she
at the
was on.
minutes. To send a letter to each one of them, notifying them of they owe escrow. And I'll reinforce this by sending her email and CCing everybody in of who we're talking about, okay? All right, that's good. Okay, Jean. We get from them. Oh,
Do you have any minutes to?
Minutes.
a minute, yeah, approval bills.
Okay, bills for tonight. RCP dated December 5th, 2025, $5,638.14. Bill number 2, Barton
One more time.
and Laguda.
I like how he said
Dated December 9th, 2025, $10,797.50. That's it.
A motion. A motion to approve, a motion. My job, a motion to approve the bills,
Motion.
and I second that. All in favor? Any opposed? And the
Okay.
approval of these bills are the bills that the escrow pays.
Okay, and then with the escrow balances, Paolo Russo, who's on both bills, they're minus $6,509.84.
They paid 15,000 today.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a resolution and we started it because they paid,
They paid,
which the resolution was for 15 Ks.
right, and they paid the 15,000 today.
That's what we asked.
724, 726 Columbia Street.
Just asked for a
We
moment.
just asked them.
Hudson Hotel Annex, 1416 North Fourth Street.
They haven't set their escrow yet, they haven't paid out the escrow.
Yeah, we gave them initial escrow of what,
25.
25,
I don't know what you mean, but they
I
haven't.
think it was 25. They just started, yeah.
Wait, I don't mind saying, I get to 405 Columbia Street,
Same deal.
601 Union, you just did. And 1012 Warren.
We just.
They'll be,
I'm gonna,
and these are some of these applicants will be, some of the applicants are gonna send our secretary to send out, what do you say, certified mail?
So before those Galvin projects, the two that were named will be on the next agenda in the new year, they need to pay. Before they reach their before they're on again, Hudson Hotel Annex and 405 will need to pay their escrow.
Okay,
Your official reviews have been done.
did we act upon that? Returning the escrow that's,
oh, okay, let's do this. Okay, I wrote a memorandum to have some of the escrows returned, people have never asked for them. But I went through the list because it's the end of the year and try to clear up some of the escrow. And right now, we got 309-311 State Street, they've already been stamped and everything. I don't say they're balanced because even though the clerk may give me a balance, it's up to them, whatever's in there.
Right.
Okay, 7 Dock Street, long time gone.
Okay.
726 Columbia Street, the Return Brewery, that's already open and running. 241 Warren Street, that was the hotel. Remember the 8-room hotel? We had an issue with them not having anyone there, long time ago.
yes.
yeah. The IDA project was on North Second Street. Done, return escrow. 60 Front Street, which is a recent approval, but they've got their stamp and everything, so they escrow. 255-259 Union Street, I don't know, I think that was before my time. Okay, and then 26 Warren Street, which was also a hotel. Okay, that I'm asking to have their escrows approved.
So you should make a motion and list the ones, so make a motion to release the following projects, state the projects, release the following projects escrow. And just read them again. Or I guess, or the ones that were said, but
Well, can I just make a motion to release the escrow for the projects listed by
that's fine,
Just-
the chair?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Okay.
and I sent this memorandum to the clerk, to the treasurer's office and our secretary. And the treasurer's office wants separate memorandums for each, which the secretary has been already instructed to do. From the one memorandum.
So I make a motion, so I made the motion,
So
sir.
that the secretary do, okay. So, that's good. So, can I get a most?
Minutes.
No,
Minutes.
no one voted, so
Oh,
you made a motion
okay.
to say the motion out loud, because
I made a motion to return the escrow, unused escrow portions of the, properties and projects that, the chairman just listed.
Okay, second? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay,
Now you're on the minutes.
minutes. Okay, can I get, did everybody see the minutes for,
November 12th and November 18th.
yes,
November 12th and November 18th.
yes.
Just one,
Anybody, any questions?
just one type of graph, for
Okay,
November 12th, public hearing down here. Just got the wrong date, that's all.
okay, so we're asking that the minutes be amended to show a correction
Public hearing,
for the public hearing for,
72.
7/72 to December 9th.
It was
Right,
just, it was just this, the 8th comes out to the 9th.
So Linda should revise the minutes for November 12th. To revise the 70/72 to include the proper public hearing date of today, which was December 9th.
She sent this out as a draft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a draft, so you're
Yeah.
just telling her to revise it.
right,
I'm just telling her, so he's on Zoom, so I'm just.
yeah, so it's to approve the revised minutes, right? Okay, all right. So can I get a motion to approve the minutes as revised?
Yeah, okay, will work.
Yeah, I make a motion to approve the minutes as revised.
That did it.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor? Any opposed? Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I make that motion to adjourn.
Second?
I second.
Oh, nobody second?
I second.
Oh, all in favor?
Alright.
Any opposed? I do. No.
No.
Are you probably would
All
report out
right,
of this?
Good evening, everyone.
Take care, everyone.
It's too early.
What'd you get?
You can stay a little
You
bit.
can stay, it's like,
You gotta stay.
that early for once, I feel like I've done before, but.
Yeah,
Randy, yeah, and Teresa.
Yeah, once I can get